three missing Montgomery College students continues in Frederick County.
And I got to play with your wand. It was great.
Definitely fun.
Oh, keep going.
It's a song.
All right. Hey, guys. Welcome to a new episode of Footage Foreplay. We are back. How y'all doing?
I'm alive.
Y'all had a good Christmas? All that good
Yeah.
shit? A lot of eggnog and cranberry sauce from Oksana?
No eggnog.
Oh, wait,
Eggnog's
girl. Would you make
disgusting.
potatoes?
I made scalloped potatoes and last-minute deviled eggs.
Oh.
Very
Oh,
holidays.
okay. Y'all love eggs. So I'll start with Oksana. How was your Christmas and everything? How was your, how was the holidays? How did the party go?
It went well. We hosted again. Russell's family came over. My parents do New Year's, so we'll be going there later this week. But it was fun. I mean, we started really early, with like the presents and everything. Cliff thought that everything was a car, so he wanted to butt into everyone's like opening of presents, but he like wouldn't rip his own wrapping paper. So, but
Why? He didn't want
I
to
don't
dig
know,
into that gift?
I had him practice opening something, and he would like rip off a little piece of the wrap and hand it to me and go, "Here, Mama," and then rip a little piece and "Here, Mama."
He's got it figured
Thank
out.
you.
He doesn't have to do the work.
Rip the whole thing. But yeah, it was fun.
Okay. What else is new? That's it?
I mean, I don't want to bummer
I'm
everyone
going to be
out.
honest, Terrell. She really gave, for Oksana, she gave you so much.
I know.
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know if you want to talk about that, but that did happen too.
Yeah, the next day,
The CAT.
yeah, we put down Miss Dottie,
Oh,
Our-
Lord.
legendary
Oh, damn.
20-year-old. I thought she was 22. I kept getting her age wrong because
Are you
kept
aged her
hearing-
more?
I did. I know.
Oh,
Our
Lord.
20-year-old cat. She
All
had
right, well, I'm
basically
staying at an Airbnb when I come to UF this year then.
because you
fun.
need a
Why?
cat.
Yeah, that was my
'Cause there's
homie.
no cat?
We fucking, that was my crib mate. We fucking crashed together down there every night.
Oh, take shits together too? Because
Dude,
her
she would-
shit's been stanking.
she would come by the bed, she'd do
I
her
remember
fucking
Blue Ray
loop, dude.
Tuesday. Remember that, Oksana? She was like,
yeah.
just excuse me. And she would right next to me and go take her little shit. She came out and looked at me, looked the other way. She did. She was like, I'm
Yeah.
so
That
sorry.
shit really permeates too. It really like,
Her
takes
her
over the
timing
air.
was always terrible. It's like as soon as we sit down at the table, usually to eat dinner or something, it's like, oh, let me just run. into the
Yeah,
litter
let's take a
box.
shit. Rissa, you
It
don't
was
remember
deliberate.
that?
Oh, I
Of
remember.
course,
You
yeah.
don't remember?
I live with
It
her.
smelled so bad. I was up here trying to do a review, and this girl just stanking it up. I just felt like I was tasting shit. It was just right there. Yeah, but she was iconic. She used to come out when she needed to be read, and it was a long time coming. Remember, she used to hide upstairs. She used to see me and run. I mean, I'm used to that. But she, she came around. She used to have her little spot downstairs.
Yeah,
she,
I think
she evolved.
a month after moving in with us, she went from like hiding in the back of like the furthest corner in the closet or like under our bed where we can't even reach her to like slowly laying on the floor, then on our bed, and then eventually she just took over the house basically. Like, well, years later she moved out, or I guess the next year.
Yeah.
The
She
next year she moved out and took
Yeah,
over
she
the
got
living room.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she have like a little
And-
U-Haul that she backed up to the bedroom?
It felt like it. We were empty nesters, dude. She moved out. We're like, all right, I guess you're done with us.
I know. You don't want to wake up every 3 hours at night with a screaming baby.
Yeah.
She said, "Fuck that."
No.
Mm-mm. She wanted
You
her
gonna be
beauty sleep.
peaceful.
She
She
moved
sure did.
downstairs, and then it just became the most opposite of what I've ever seen her be, which is just she'll go up to complete strangers. She'll just like size you up, and be like, "You'd pet me," and then she'd walk onto the back of the couch and stand there and like look at people until
With
they
that
started
tail
petting
up.
her.
She knew what she was doing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna miss her, but it was time. Yeah. So that was my sad after Christmas day.
Aw. And okay, what else is that's it?
Well,
you did give us a lot.
yeah,
You jumped right to it. You didn't have to think this time. All right, Evan, what about you? You were talking a lot. Your back is still hurting you.
I
you
mean,
said?
yeah, my back's been fucking
His
wrecked
neck.
lately. No, my neck, my pussy, my cracker in good shape. But my
You
back,
didn't quote it right.
has been fun. I saved us the time of going through the whole, what did you call it, Russ? Rigor mortis?
No, I did not. But well, yeah,
I think you did. I think that's a quote. But no, yeah, my back's been fucked, but I'll be all right. I'll make it. I will mention though, I don't know if you guys even know this, unless you saw the email that came into our inbox for the podcast, but we had a mishap with the last episode. I learned my lesson about playing copyrighted music on the podcast. They sent an email and said, hey, we took your podcast episode off of Spotify because there's fucking a song owned by the DiCamillo sisters in it. So I had to go re-edit the episode, take the song out, and then republish it to get it back up.
I did. We have a little hidden from the dark web chat. And I did put in there, hey, Evan, your dumbass song got us immediately striked on YouTube. That was
the one at the end of the episode where I couldn't even hear it. I see. So your DJ capabilities are done for the episode?
I think all DJ capabilities are done. Like, we're fucked on the music now. We've gotten too big at this point, We can't fucking used to get away with shit like that, but we can't now.
The only thing big here is your head. And that song was not worth it. There are times...
It was pretty worth it, but...
There are times... No, you know what? Send it to Terrell. Let him actually hear it. And then he'll be like, for that?
That's the worst. That's the worst part, is that he didn't hear it, because that's the person who would have hated it the most.
Yeah, I know. Probably. That would have been the whole fucking bit. It's just his reaction. You blew it, dude.
So if you, were among the people to hear the episode before it went away for a little bit, you got to hear this bit we're referring to. If you didn't, rest in peace.
If you're dying to hear it, it's still up on YouTube. You can go check it out there.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's fixed. Crisis averted. I took care of it, and we took the song out, much to my dismay. But
nice. So before
otherwise, just holiday shit, dude. I've been chilling
how was your
with Ellie
Christmas?
It was good. It was good. Ellie was at her mom's for Christmas Day proper, but she came home the next day. And so we did our Christmas here that day. And then the following day, we went down and saw my sisters and their kids and stuff. So it was good. Ate some good food, open presents. Ellie loved all the stuff I got her. So that's always the best part, is like seeing if she likes the stuff you get her. And she did. So, yeah, we did a little advent calendar of our own. We finished it up.
Oh, Lord.
We're going to talk about advent calendars here momentarily. But
ours was Lego. Got mine ready.
Ours was much less cursed. And it was like a Lego advent calendar, so every day you got to build a different thing.
I never seen that.
Was it a mini?
It was cool.
Or just like a brick or something lame?
Wait, what do you mean?
In the advent, was it like a Lego mini that came out every day?
No. It was like, so each day you got a little mini set of pieces, so you could build a different thing. So like one day it was like a reindeer decoration. One day it was like a
R.I.P. Ronnie.
Christmas stuff.
A lamppost. Yeah, it was all Christmas thing.
And at the end, does it like build a whole Christmas village or something? Like
exactly.
Town?
By the time you get done, you have like a village built of a bunch of shit.
Wait, you said a reindeer thing and then a lamppost. I was like, is that where Ronnie wrecked?
It was actually a Ronnie themed Lego set where you could recreate his crash scene. One of the days was police caution tape that we got to put around where his
You're joking.
ran off the road into the post.
You got to build a little coffin. A hearse.
Yeah, the gurney to put him in the ambulance was one of the days.
The glue factory where they melted him down.
No, stay tuned for Thursday's episode. We have I have an update on Ronnie, so you guys may see.
We don't
see what's going on there.
Cremate him and scatter him to the wind.
Well, he has actually been cremated. That's part of the news. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it Thursday.
Oh my God.
All right.
Yeah.
So Russ, how was your Christmas, girl? Was you ho-ho-hoing? How'd it go?
Yeah, dude. It was
I know you're
a
gonna bring
lot.
out some family tea.
Dude, there was so much change. No, you know what? It was okay. My I know y'all love hearing about my dad, and holidays used to be a little turbulent because he would drink a little bit and then, get into a little bit of a holiday argument with everybody. But this year, we knew what to expect. It was a work night, so he was planning on a preloaded holiday event. So he came in a little toasty, and immediately got mad at me because I started pointing out all of his drinks. So he opened up, he's like, hey, I brought this for mimosas. We're like, oh, cool, nice. That's something kind of casual that everybody can enjoy. He's like, I also brought this for my Mexican Irish coffee. I'm like, okay. He's like, I also brought that. I was like, okay, dude, did you bring anything that doesn't have alcohol in it? And immediately,
Well, that sounds like a great party. I would have been all in.
Dude,
All
he's
that.
like, yeah, you would have
'Cause I drank
appreciated
too
it.
much on Christmas, girl. I woke up dying the next day, girl. I was shocked. I was like, what did I do?
Yeah, dude. It was a party of one, and yeah, it was. I think he had a lot of
Y'all
fun.
didn't drink with that poor boy?
I did, but just not on that level. And by the end of it, he got a little mad at one point and was like, I think I'm going to walk home, which is not that dramatic. We do live a walk
Oh, it's
away from my
dramatic, girl.
parents.
If you could fall off that bridge y'all got, girl.
Oh
That
my
ass
God.
would be hit and destroyed.
So behind our house, there's an overpass that Terrell's talking about.
Yeah, that
And
bridge.
I've been giving people my old person talk, where this was the moment that I felt truly old. I was driving home one day over that overpass, and I saw what looked like probably a 20-year-old, maybe a little bit younger, but an adult, 18 to 22 area, sitting on the fucking railing of that overpass. And I
I'm
had
too scared.
dude,
I'm too fat.
it's like waist high.
Girl.
And right off of that, a very busy freeway. And I was just like, my God. I had a moment where I wanted to like pull over and tell him like, hey, dude, you should get down from there. And I'm like, what have I become? I know. I'm like, I'm done. I got a foot in the grave. Like, this is it. Become that guy.
Is it a pull over, Oksana?
No.
That's crazy word.
Russell pulls the fucking car over. Step away from the ledge. There's
I
lots
know,
to
dude,
live
right?
for, dude.
So, I ran through my head what I would do if somebody did that, and then endlessly mock that person, and then probably everybody would jump up on there and be like, look at that fucking idiot. And that scared me more, so I didn't do anything. And, later on we heard that he had plummeted to his death. So,
But he wasn't alone, though, was he?
no, there were two other people. They watched. They were
He
witnesses.
died?
Oh, it was like group
Yeah,
suicide?
R.I.P.
Oh, so you could have stopped it. Why are you
No, he
laughing?
Because he didn't actually die, but, this makes me feel better. Imagining
Thinking that he
did.
died?
Yeah. And then it's like, maybe I should have been old and I could have saved his life. But instead, I maintained my coolness and I kept the podcast afloat. So anyway, my dad was walking home solo after deciding he had had enough of me being mean. And it's probably a little important to the story that it has been an atmospheric river. That's what they call it whenever there's rain in California and they want to scare you. And it was a no wind, straight down, heavy rain. Happened about 30 seconds out after he walked out the front door.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God, he probably loves this. Like this dramatic accent to his bold move. Other than that, there was another change that came upon the household the day before Christmas, which during that atmospheric river, there have been PG&E has become the enemy of the state out here. There's just been blackouts in San Francisco. There were 120,000 people without power for a full day, and if you go on Reddit,
It was multiple days, actually.
Well-
Debbie said her whole family, it was from Saturday night through Monday, I think.
Wow.
so she was probably in the
That's
Richmond
the whole
area.
weekend.
Dude, yeah.
Damn.
And if you are on the San Francisco Reddit, you saw people talking. They were lighting up their torches, ready to go to PG&E and burn that place down.
Good.
Which ironically would have just caused another of what happened. But
Yeah.
people are so done with it. And I personally hadn't known anybody affected, and it was like, wow, well, we got lucky there. And then Christmas Eve, 4 times our power went out. Not for long.
Oh,
Just a
really?
blink.
You didn't say that.
But it was just, dude, under a minute every time. It was about 20 seconds. And then Oksana, every
What'd she
time the
do?
power went out, she went, and it was just,
It was not that dramatic.
yes, it was. And every damn time I would almost have a heart attack. I'm like, what? And then,
I didn't do this.
yes, you did.
I didn't fall out of my seat, but I
this
did.
bitch.
I did
What the
gasp.
bitch you did? That was the funniest thing I heard all day. I needed that laugh.
Dude,
Why are you so extra, girl? You extra with everything.
She scared the shit out of me every time, and I'm like,
my
"What?"
God.
And she was like, "It was startling."
I learned about her
There's a
car
sound.
shenanigans. I learned about the power going out. Every
Oh
week I
my
learn something
God.
new that she doing crazy.
Oh my god.
Girl, you're well aware. You've
that
been
is
around where she like
insane.
flips. She goes, and I'm like, "Oh my God!"
That is
Every
so
time.
crazy. Crazy
You can't-
word.
I'm old and so overweight that any one of these could be a heart attack, and I'm gone.
She gonna give you shit to the death of you, girl.
God, I feel so large. I feel like I gained so much goddamn.
Same.
So
girl.
here's
I
the
mean,
Just
thing.
say I
treadmill.
feel so large.
Yeah, not tall. I am a. You know what? Here, if you came out to the hoagie screening, I've never felt so small in my life next to that
I
fucking
know,
lead.
those tall ass dudes.
You
I
know,
was
Both of
looking
them,
up
the
at those
same.
boys. They're so fucking tall.
So
I was like,
Terrell-
tall, skinny bitch.
every
What?
time we go out, Terrell, people always go like, "Oh, Terrell, you're so tall," and
I
then this
know.
time he was the one. He's like, "Oh, you
It was
guys are so
crazy. I had to look up and I said, "What's the first thing y'all heard me say?" I said, "Oh, you tall."
Yeah.
You probably thought I was crazy. I don't care.
So I don't feel large that way. I feel large the other way. And during Christmas, you know, I'll get back to the power outage, but during that, my sister made a comment that I almost had another heart attack, and she was like,
What?
"She's like, where are all the sides?" And I'm like, "Wait a minute, hold on." I was like, "Did you cook anything? What the fuck is that? You're critiquing that there's not enough food?" And then you kind of look at it, and it's like,
Well, you
wait,
gotta have appetizers. You don't have
So-
no chips and dips.
so we had a whole ham, right? Then we had the scallop potatoes Oksana made, and then we had a salad with like chopped salami and diced cheese,
Okay.
because my sister, who also said she ran out of money and couldn't bring, different sister this time, ran out of money and couldn't buy the salad. So we did, and then I'm like, "Yeah, it does seem kind of light." And I'm like, "Wait, I
That's
thought
it.
a bunch
Where's
of."
the sides?
Well, here are the sides. You ready?
Oh, the deviled eggs. That was it.
So the cheesecake, the pumpkin pie, the
Ah,
homemade tart, the
yes!
fudge, the
You probably
cinnamon,
didn't eat it.
the
I would've ate
cinnamon
all that,
bread.
girl. It's holidays, bitch.
what the peppermint bark. Dude, there were 7 dishes.
Meringues. There was
Oh, y'all got
meringues.
some left, girl? Bring me some pie.
Dude, there's 7 fucking dishes of candy. And then on
Oh.
top
Say,
of that,
you just
you
route.
could
You're
keep
like
the
the
candy.
sides were, and then proceeded to name off 15 desserts.
dude,
Yeah.
15
Like-
desserts.
Exactly.
Why so much candy? Y'all can
I
keep
don't
that. I
know.
want some pie.
So
Okay.
on top of the
And
age,
there was a tart. There was a candied
What kind of
raspberry.
tart?
Candied raspberry
dude,
tart.
that thing was so. Oh my god, that thing was a nightmare too, because it started dripping in the fridge.
Didn't Lori make tamales too, girl? Where that
And
at? You didn't
tamales.
mention her tamales.
Tamales too.
Yeah.
The problem is
that's
Hell
like
that
a
those
staple.
tamales are
They're kind
fucking
of their
going
own
so
meal,
hard.
though.
and the problem is
Yeah.
that they're a fucking brawl from the minute they're made. So my mom makes them a week early, and then everybody's trying to snipe
Oh,
them.
really?
Yeah, and
Oh,
she
I
made
see.
these jalapeno cheese ones that were hella good. And,
Nice.
oh god, yeah. So that's why we're like, wait, it's all fucking candy. It's all trying to kill me.
Mhm.
So it will probably succeed within a week, because every night I was like, "What do you want? Pie, tart?"
Oh, you got
cheesecake?
everything.
It's
Yes.
It's like, fuck it, let's take a slice of everything and throw some Reese's on there too, because Santa's also trying to kill us with this.
God.
Anyway, the power outages, we got 4 of them. Oksana was trying to give me a heart attack there too.
I didn't.
You did.
That's
and then
insane. She
you
did.
and the power outages did claim a victim, and it was our projector. If you own a projector,
Oh, is
Um,
it dead?
yeah, well, it's not
Oh,
dead, but
everything died
if you
in
own a
your house.
projector like I used to.
I didn't mean it to be too.
yeah,
Everything just-
you're not wrong.
Oh my god.
So we're ushering in a
The
new era
power.
in 2026. So again,
Oh,
I know
Lord.
this hasn't really come up on this show, but the Overlook Theater kind of started with us doing a bi-weekly screening every Thursday, and it was just every Thursday. People would come over and we watch it, and this kind of came out of a band I knew had a
You told us
visual show,
before.
right? And they had a projector and they donated it to me. And then we did a marathon that eventually turned into UF. But we kept going with horror movies, and that was like the Overlook Theater. And since then, which is like 15 years ago, we've always had we rented this house based on, could we set up a theater in here? When it died on Christmas Eve, it was like, well, fuck, I don't have another bulb. and a bulb exploded in there too, and it kind of damaged one of the lenses. So it wasn't really worth waiting and like rushing a bulb. So it's like, fuck it. And I pulled one of the extra TVs out of the garage, set it up. So now there's a 4K TV up there, and I couldn't have been
That's
grumpier.
weak. Ew.
I know.
I'm not used to going over there with no damn 4K TV, girl. You gotta have your projector back up there. What happened?
You know, it
you
sucks.
should have started with that. That's the worst. That's never mind. Let me stop. That was,
I know.
That's the saddest thing you just said today.
So, but Terrell,
that is horrible.
You know what's worse? That there's so one, not having the projector in the middle of the room, it opens up the room. Like you can move around. It feels like there's room in there. You don't have to be worried about bumping it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then it makes me upset.
Crazy.
It makes me upset how many positives there are to having a TV. And there's one thing that's a negative. And I sat there and I complained to Oksana about this one petty. The one thing I could complain about was like, man, you see all this glare? I was like, don't you hate this glare? This is like, we never had to deal with glare in like a decade. And it was the only thing we could watch TV with the windows open now. It didn't have to be pitch black in there.
Mm-hmm.
But you like it that way. So that's,
I know.
Yeah, but it doesn't even make sense with like Cliff. With like
with babies in there, and we don't,
because you don't want them to
anything.
play in like the dark.
Yeah, so I'm like, God damn it, I could feel it. And then we were talking about getting a new projector.
So RIP to projection.
Yeah, and for half the price, you can get a fucking 85-inch screen.
OLED. It is insane how cheap TVs are now.
I know.
Like when I got my, like probably 10 years ago now, when I bought like my first like real like adult TV, like we had our own place. I was working IT, and I'm like, I want to get like a fucking nice TV for the living room. And I got a 65-inch. I think the thing was like $1,200, $1,200 something dollars. And now you can get that for like
cheap as
$600,
$500,
yeah,
$300, yeah. It's so
okay. So no more projection. Oh, it's a whole new world over there with y'all.
Well, I mean, I still have it.
Y'all getting old.
It still works, but the thing is, I'm like, well, we're doing a lot more outside, and nobody comes over to like screen anything, so I can't even like fucking just justify it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't like it, but that's the main thing.
You get used to it, I guess.
Ugh, it's annoying.
All right, so
dude.
So what else do we got to plug? Because we took a long time on this beginning part.
Well, what'd you do? How was your
I never talk about myself, huh? Yeah, it was great. I went to see the family, and I was super excited to see the nephew and nieces open all their gifts. They all got like big gifts this season. Like my nephew got his Switch 2, and my niece got all the dolls and shit she wanted, her little big giant Gabby's dollhouse shit. So she was just all excited. The kids were great. I drank a little bit too much, had some gumbo. I felt like I was a part of Zebra Hooves at one point, girl. When you see the movie, you'll get it, girl. But my nose is on hit. Yeah, it was great though. I had a good time. I got to sleep and rest the next day. Do nothing on Christmas Day, but we celebrate Christmas Eve. And yeah, it was chill.
What was the big toy this year? Like, was there a big doll or anything? You know, like, remember, like, this is going to age me.
The one Terrell got was like stuck to the shower, didn't it?
What? I have no idea.
Suction cup on one end.
What I was talking about just
no, I thought he meant like the big toy. I don't know. For them, they were excited for, you know, my nephews are all older. It's like video game shit. But my nephew got the Switch 2. He was excited. We all went in and got him that. And then my niece is just into Wicked and Gabby's Dollhouse, so she got everything Gabby's Dollhouse and Wicked. So
what is Gabby's Dollhouse?
I don't know. It's
like
a
cartoon
on Netflix.
show. Yeah, like a cartoon.
It's a girl with her little cat that turns into a mermaid. I don't know, girl. But
yeah, the cat has like powers and shit on that show.
Yeah, and then it's like they live in Cat Francisco. I don't know. I just go with it.
Wants to move there.
She probably do.
Yeah,
this looks like Dora. Like,
yeah, it does look like Dora.
That's Gabby with her little friends. Yeah,
what the hell?
A lot of people want to be like cats now. Like, girl, I watched. I'm not gonna review this movie, but I watched Die My Love with Jennifer Lawrence and
oh yeah,
what's that boy? Robert Pattinson. Slow as shit, but the movie's good, very powerful, and about women and being neglected and postpartum depression and all that good stuff. But anyway, she is just a freak, and she was just crawling around like the whole first half of the movie. She crawls around like a cat the whole movie. Even when she was fucking her man, like it opens up with her Pattinson boy, and she crawls around. They crawled around like lions. You would thought they were from the Pride Lands and shit. And I was like, what am I watching? Why is she crawling like this in the forest? They moved into this shed because I guess his dad's brother, or I guess his uncle.
She could move into this shed.
And she was just crawling around in the forest like an animal. And she was like hiding in the grass like a cat. And then when he brings home a dog, she gets mad. She's like, kill the dog. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? There, that's it. Yeah, she crawls. And then she takes off her clothes and she rips him and scratches him. And then they fuck. And then, and then she jumps up on him and pounces, I should say. And I just thought it was crazy. I said, bitch, why you want to be a cat? The fuck? It was crazy. Great movie, though.
2025.
What'd you
give it? Give it a star rating.
4 stars. I did.
Hell
4 stars. This movie is great. I like the ending. It's up to your interpretation.
That's wild.
I could really go on that, but y'all will be bored. The movie's kind of boring. If you watch it, it's really, really very slow, but every little thing makes sense. And I was snuggled up just watching movies this whole weekend. I had the whole weekend off, so I just was bored here watching movies, girl, and I was just all into it. But I liked it. 4 stars. If you want to see Cat Lady fuck and kill dogs and go through it and have that guy treated like shit, then you might like it.
Love that.
Okay.
Love the toxic Rob Pattinson.
Yeah, he is toxic. At first I felt bad and I was like, oh no, this man. Anyways, you should check it out.
All right, where are we on the Scream counter?
What?
How many days till Scream?
I think 60. Well, it's 2 months. 2 months from 2 days ago. So it's like 50 something now. The 27th of February.
That's so wild that you just have that number. You just
kind of, because I was counting down at one point. It was 66, then I was like, 65, then 64. I think it's in the 50s now. I gotta do my math right now, girl. It's but yeah, I can't wait. Scream 7, I'm really excited for. If y'all know me, I'm really excited.
Hell yeah.
To watch it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And there's already people trying to leak shit, so get off the internet, everybody, if y'all care.
Yeah, fuck
and
that.
I'm glad there's only one trailer, and I haven't watched it since it dropped, so I'll be just going in blind. I'm ready for this. Let's see what they're gonna do with this AI shit. I don't know.
Oh, Evan, nothing. All right. Good.
He doesn't like
because
Scream.
my
I
mind
don't want
was
to hear
somewhere
anything
else.
from him.
AI is one hell of a motherfucker, bitch.
Yeah,
but
he don't like Scream.
What I was thinking about was my mind was drifting. It was on you talking about leaked shit, and then like I was like, oh, did you know that the Harmony Korine script, The Trap, got leaked at one point?
No, I don't follow that man. His movies don't do it for me.
But I think that I'm pretty sure that he's actually still making that movie, and like it's gonna come out soon.
Is he with Babyface is again?
No, this one is the description is a former. I think it's let me just pull it up and give you the fucking description because I can't remember. Ex-con seeks revenge against former partner, now a famous rapper. This guy gets out of prison and goes after a rapper to get revenge.
Is it like a Malibu's Most Wanted rapper or
is
probably
it in hell?
Yeah, almost for sure.
Is it all AI Miami? Are they on
probably
a
all of the above?
Cool.
I don't know.
It's good to know. Yeah.
I don't know. I actually, believe it or not, I didn't read the script when it leaked. It just felt
I believe it.
like something I shouldn't do.
Yeah, you didn't read no damn no.
I know.
It took you forever to watch the
Well, no, but I mean, I'm just upset.
right,
but
so-
this is my, if
Going
it's his, you'd
into-
think I would, but I didn't.
Christmas is over. Y'all excited for the new year, 2026? It's like this week.
It's gonna be my year.
I'm ready.
2026
I'm ready
is my
for
year.
a new
Y'all
shot.
dry. A shock.
A new shot. I need a new year. I'm glad this one's behind us now.
2025 was fine, I guess.
I'm ready for a new shock.
I
By
didn't
the
get
end of
it.
every year, people just say every year was terrible. So
I know why. I don't think this was a bad year.
Nah. It's just it
was good.
We went out on a bad note. So I'm
How
like,
so?
I'm
Oh,
ready.
with the little everything dying. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. It's a lot of death right now in general.
Yeah. That poor
I'm
boy
probably
falling.
next.
All right, you
Poor
got a
Ronnie.
commercial in you before you fall dead?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. So OnlyFoundFootageFans, make sure to use code Foreplay to save some
do a
coins.
fucking
Check out
program here.
OnlyFoundFootageFans.com. And yeah, don't forget to use code Foreplay. He got to change that up. What else? He got to add something new to that, girl. I went to go check out that page recently. I was like, oh, okay, scrolling through. Well, let me stop. It's Christmas.
You can't do an ad read and then immediately follow it up with how you're disappointed by them.
No, it's just a thought that went in my head. That's why I gotta stop talking.
That's so funny. Anyway, UF9 is March 24th through the 29th of 2026, the better year. UF9 submissions are open. If you're listening to this now and you didn't send your movie in today, then prices have just gone up. We are now in the late phase, which is really just a warning to us and a hope that, submissions slow down a little bit, because honestly, we program a lot of submissions. A lot of film fests don't. They do scouting or, they have deals with people. But, we have an indie fest and we actually celebrate the hell out of it. We've got a lot of good ones this year. So
technically, if
get them in.
If you're listening to this the day of release, you might have a little time left. You got like a 24 or less hour window to get your shit in there. So do it.
Oh, true. You know what? You're right.
Depending on when it goes up.
Yeah, depending on if Evan plays a dumbass song.
This shit might not go up. So you got it right the first. That's why I didn't correct it.
It's time for the coffee table, presented by OnlyFoundFootageFans.
Man, I got it ready right in time. Y'all know what that music means. It's time for the coffee table, a segment where a sponsor, OnlyFoundFootageFans, creates a complicated game that results in us watching and reviewing an in-world camera movie. Last week, we were assigned a movie called Advent from 2024. A girl comes across a cursed advent calendar and plays a game against the devil in the run-up to Christmas. I really wish they would have put, instead of
Is that what it actually says? It says that much? Holy fuck.
A girl comes across a cursed advent calendar and plays a game against the devil in the run-up to Christmas. There's no mention of Krampus here. And it's a Krampus advent calendar, and I really think they buried the lead by excluding that.
They always call, I think that's what they exclusively refer to it as, right? The Krampus
all
calendar.
The time.
The whole movie.
All the time in this movie. It's a Krampus advent calendar. I guess at some point they're like, that's dumb. Change it. It should be cursed. I disagree. I think the Krampus holiday boon is done, and it makes me sad. I would like more Krampus movies.
Cheers, y'all.
What are you drinking?
A little peach schnapps here.
Oh my God. All right. Terrell, you want to start this one off?
Sure. So this was about a girl, little skinny woman, and she got this advent calendar. Where did she find this? Online or something? Does she have like a YouTube?
No, let me tell you. She gets it off the fucking dark web. Like every goddamn movie.
They dropped it on a tree or something. I'm trying to remember. I watched this shit on Thursday, Friday? It's been a few days. Anyway, so she dropped it and she picked it up and she's like, I'm going to go through all these days and each day is a challenge. So each day that you open up a little advent calendar, there's a motherfucking challenge. And she sits in this room. This room is so fucking small. Was this supposed to be her bedroom? I was so confused. This is full of shit. I was like, where do you sleep, ho? And then every night, the fucking dad comes barging in the door, don't knock, talking about it's time to go to bed. I'm like, bitch, are you 14 or is she 22? I was confused. Like, is she a teenager or was she not? I didn't get it. Because he always told her to go to bed while he went to go drink on his beers. And, oh, wait, didn't he stop drinking? Oh, no, that was a challenge. She made a wish or some shit. Oh, my dad to stop drinking. He stopped drinking for one day, girl. Went right back at it. I get it. And then you had...
She wants him to drink after that. She almost acts like she wanted him to be back on alcohol after that. Like, it was weird.
It was weird. Period. Oh, we jinxed each other. Jinx. Anyways, so she goes through all the motions, and each challenge just starts off great. She's like, I could do this. I could stay up all night. Let me watch my Netflix and get my popcorn, right? And then she got little things like, oh, walk around the tree counterclockwise. Like, bitch, weird. She pulled the tree out from behind the corner just to put in the middle of the living room just to walk around it. Like, girl, that's doing too much. But she wanted to raise the devil or some shit. They all the shit was clear as day, saying, oh, don't do this. You're gonna raise the devil. He's gonna take your soul. Your soul is his. And the bitch, the first challenge talking about knock on the window that you gonna jump out later. Bitch, you stupid as hell. Did you read the whole thing? You literally gonna have to jump out this window when this shit is over. Dumb. Ooh, white people. Anyway, so as it goes on, she gets worse and worse. Like, it gets her all weak because, the devil could take you better when you're weak. He had her staying up longer. He had her repeat challenges. I don't know. It's because the movie was fine. It was kind of... It was repetitive for me. I thought, I don't know. I didn't like the girl. I don't know. I tried to like this one, y'all, because y'all always give me shit for not liking these movies or only found footage fan. And I try. Like, I love found footage, and these movies make me feel like I don't. So I'm just sitting here like, I get how people would watch these and be like, oh, found footage is horrible. I don't know. I liked some of it, and I liked it felt like it was done better. Like, I like the haunted object type of movies. I just feel like everything was clear as day, and it's right in the open. Like, bitch, you stupid. Like, usually it's like little things like, oh, let's try this, and but this was like so written out perfectly that bitch, you about to die at the end of this, and she just
well, yeah, you got fucking Dollar Tree Malcolm McDowell narrating, so you know what's gonna happen.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the guy who cut his neck.
No, I'm talking about the old man that looks like Malcolm McDowell. That just narrates. No, it's the narrator of the therapist or whatever.
I forgot about that. The wraparound. It kept jumping to an old ass man talking. Like, will she make it to night 4? Like that fucker. Yes, I remember. Oh, see, you're bringing me back to the memories. I don't know. This should be to the end. Oh,
Christmas
now
memories.
Why? I have questions. Why did that one time Krampus is a horny motherfucker? He told her to take off.
He literally has horns. Yeah.
And sit in front of the heater or the fireplace naked. With her vajayjay out just roasting, girl.
Yeah, I didn't get to see anything.
Why? And she told the cameraman, don't look at my tits. You're going to want your wee-wee. What'd she say about his wee-wee? Gonna get hard or some shit? What'd she say about his weenie? I don't know. That's him. But this movie's crazy. I feel like I talk too much, but I give this movie 2 stars. And this movie was for Evan. Y'all can have it.
This was for me, dude. I wish he would have gave me a receipt.
Whoa, wait a minute. This guy played the fucking Chatterer. The Cenobite,
No, he didn't.
Yeah. he played the Chatterer.
I love that your mic picked that up. That's fucking...
What?
The teeth thing you did. I did it, mine didn't pick it up.
Your because I'm a fucking performer, baby.
Okay. It wasn't you, it was the equipment, but...
Yeah, dude, that's the guy that you said looks like Malcolm McDowell. I mean... he's a white guy with a white
less in that picture, more in that video. When he's
dude,
standing up there talking, he even had look right there. Yeah, that's Malcolm McDowell, dude. He's got Dr. Loomis energy, even the way he's talking.
I need a side by side.
She opened the door to a monster.
For this movie,
a psychopath. Not much. It was a fucking. First, let me go back to the dark web thing. It's always these fucking people in these movies are buying some shit from the dark web. These people come across as like they barely know it. Like they're using CapCut to edit this fucking YouTube thing that they're doing. They don't know how to use a Tor browser.
Not really.
Like I don't feel like they would know how to buy something from the dark web. But they do in all these movies. And they always use Bitcoin to check out and buy it. Like I've moved past it, but I think they look alike.
I think this is a great. This is a red flag right here. It's just like Evan has no idea what he's talking about. So just keep that in mind when he's giving his review.
To be fair, I've never claimed to. Full disclosure.
Okay, that's true.
I wouldn't take any advice I give on this show, and most of it's jokes just to cover my own ass.
Whatever. Anyways.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. It's like they're so close to having like the central idea of the movie could have been cool, but I just feel like the execution was not not there.
That. Yeah, the idea was perfect. I like the haunted shit. Box thing.
They go pick up a fucking dead drop from the park where this person has left the box at, and that I don't know. It's kind of goofy at times, and Haley, the lead.
Yeah, even the backstory was goofy. When all the other people they found dead with the damn box.
Yeah.
It was weird. And the pictures.
I think for like the lead needed to be better too. Like I think so much of this movie is on her back, because she is like in 90% of it or is on screen for 90% of it. Like I just think she really needed to be. Was she 14,
better 15, she was 16? Did y'all figure that out? Why was your dad telling her to go to bed every 2 seconds?
No.
She's 26, I think.
Yeah, she was older.
Well, why?
Yeah,
that's because she left and lived at home. He kept saying, it's time for bed. The fuck?
Yeah.
I think a lot of that had to do with the calendar, too, was making him all wacky. Because one time he came out here into my shed at one point during the movie. He walks outside and he opens the shed with the red light and shit. And he had his robe on and came in. Like that kind of shit was super weird. So the calendar was making him do stuff. I made him leave.
He went to your shed? This
I'm
is-
kidding.
in the
he went to
movie.
a shed. He goes to a
I
shed
cannot-
in the
no,
movie.
Let me go get me a drink. Y'all talk.
Oh, look, the holiday music plays for when Terrell leaves. Too. All right. Is there anything important you want to add, Evan?
I wish the drawings were cooler too, because that's a sick idea, and we've seen it in some movies. Like
They started good. They went a little downhill.
What's the one that with the monsters that live underground? That the guy that I think we've talked shit about him on here before did it. That he calls it not a found footage movie, but it fucking is. It's a
The Adam
photo.
Green film?
Yeah.
The marrow.
Yeah,
Digging up the marrow. Yeah, it reminded me that one has a ton of art in it, and all the art is fucking sick. So it
That's because
really
they had
elevates
homie from Zero Friends do it. What's
right,
his
but
name?
it
We
just
met him.
elevates
Alex
the thing.
Padilla.
There you go.
In a way that I don't know is really cool, and this one just doesn't have the art. Like you said, it starts better than it finishes, but even the start wasn't as good as like that was. Like it,
Yeah.
it needed to be a level above where it was. I think to land.
You're
right
not
for the
muted,
idea.
Terrell. All right.
I thought
Here.
I turned off the audio. Cheers, y'all. I gotta take a shot on that because he was doing a little bit too much. I was confused on how he came into his shit with a red
Christmas.
door. Girl, I can't. I had a long day. I can't. Red door.
And
What the fuck?
Last note for me is I do think any tension that would have been there is super undercut by the Malcolm McDowell guy, because he just kind of tells you exactly what's going to happen before it ever happens, and then you just see it happen. I wish he just wasn't there, but yeah, that's I don't know. I didn't really fuck
So
with it.
what
I
was
think
your
it was a
star rating?
cool
Who
idea,
was this
but bad
for?
execution. 2 out of 5, and I think it was for you.
We did the same thing. For me? Oh,
Yeah.
hell nah. Let's rescue this 4 stars, bitch. I can't
Who,
wait. Russell,
who did
what
you give
think?
it to? Terrell, who did you think it was for?
Evan.
Me.
Okay.
Body by
y'all-
a ghost. She got
So-
bodied by that window. She a dumb bitch. Why the fuck you gonna sign up to jump out a window? It
So-
said it. Y'all don't remember that at the beginning?
She was a skeptic. She didn't believe the whole thing was going to
Girl,
happen
she
anyway.
believed it. She believed it when she couldn't sleep and she was getting weak, but she kept going. And she should have believed it when the dad, he's like, I'm not drinking anymore. He had his hair slicked back. I'm sorry. Russell, what do you think? I bet you love this movie.
So Julia, I think is her name, because she's the only female in this movie. I think I agree with both of you. I think there's a good premise here, and it just gets wonky in the execution. I feel like there was some post shenanigans going on, like that wraparound maybe wasn't supposed to be included, but they needed more time or something.
Yeah, because if you cut that, you're sub an hour, I bet.
Yeah, or you're right around an hour, where I think
Yeah.
this is like what, an hour 20? They're
Hour
probably
yeah,
trying,
like 18, hour 20.
yeah,
something like that.
117. So, I mostly agree with you guys, although I don't
Mostly.
think I don't think that the lead was the problem here. I think her
Yes, she
dad
was.
was the problem. I think that she did a fine job playing a probably suicidal want to be YouTuber who was ready to do anything to like make it. And like, the stakes aren't super high when you're doing a fucking Krampus advent calendar, even if it is dropped off by our own Rich at a tree in a park. The advent calendar looked pretty cool. I wish they would have shown it more. It seemed like it was made out of wood. They had
Yeah.
a cool prop, but it's like never. Who knows? Maybe if they did show it, it wouldn't have been very good. But I think the dad just sucked any momentum out of this movie that it had. So her dad, like y'all both said, is an alcoholic, but it's Julia and her friend is filming her, and they're the ones doing this YouTube channel. And every time they went in and her dad was there in the morning, he never looked at the camera. He never acknowledged the fact that they were filming him in the morning. And he would always just talk to her like, I'm a mean dad. And it's like, why is the camera invisible? Like, this is the whole thing with in-world camera. Like, there's a dude following your daughter around who isn't working, and you tell her to go to bed every night. Like, how does this not bother the shit out of you? And,
Yeah.
she would talk back to him and be like, but you don't have a job either, Dad. And he just felt very flat. I don't know if that was a direction issue or something, but like every time he just sucked it out. And Terrell's right. There's a point. So the lore with the advent calendar is just, it's cursed. If you interact with this thing at all, you're fucked. From the first door, you're fucked. Even
Once
though
you start, you have to keep going.
Yeah.
Because even when the guy stopped, he still was like tortured every night. He had nightmares and shit.
Yeah.
And he kept seeing the demons and hell, and it just ruined his life. So he slit his throat. I mean, I get it.
So, dude, I actually like advent calendars. There's a lot of days there, and I think the format of a vlogger logging this on YouTube for views was pretty good. And it started off with kind of dumb, spooky things like lay under your bed and imagine your death. And it's like, okay, that would be
and that was
kind of
stupid
scary.
because didn't it also say, oh, you might see your doppelganger? I can't even say that word. Or you might see spirits and shit. And she just said, okay, let's do it. Like, bitch,
Yeah.
you dumb as hell.
Well, you always got to give them credit that they don't know they're in a horror movie, but like,
oh, girl, I don't care. That's stupid. It was written out for her. When it said knock on the window that you're gonna jump out of, I was like, bitch, why would you do that?
Yeah,
that is crazy.
I hate defending like making up excuses for a movie, but I could see
because I get it because you
being
wouldn't
like, I'm
have
not
a
gonna jump.
movie if they didn't have. I get all that, but I just feel like this was just so plain as day stupid to me personally.
You know, in 2025, I do think stuff like that is for you because it's like, okay, she's gonna kill herself by jumping out this window.
Yeah, and then the answer at the beginning.
Yeah, but I mean, it's you as the audience, you know this, but the characters are, morons, and it's unfortunate that her cameraman at one point was like, "Yeah, I'm done and I'm leaving," and then he comes back, and then it's like, "Oh, never got seen again." Thanks to Nicholas Vince, aka the Chatterer. I still can't get over that. Anyway, the main things that I liked about this was the premise with the advent calendar. I like how it started leaning into actual dark, like internet shit. Like halfway through, it started adding self-harm. Like they wanted her to carve a K into her arm, which immediately reminded me of a online cult that I remember now. It's the 764 group. If you want to look up something like truly insidious,
don't look that up.
Go check out their shit because it's
scary.
It's scary. It's awful. Like it's truly. So this kind of, instead of doing like, oh, it's a Dybbuk box or oh, it's a mystery box from the dark web. Like it was a Krampus advent calendar from the dark web. So fucking dumb and goofy, but yet it kind of started touching on real shit. Also, I always love a found footage movie where they have Easter eggs in the background. Like Terrell said, they mentioned you might see your doppelganger. There's multiple times in this movie where they'll get a pan and they'll have the same actress standing in the background, just barely getting caught. That shit is always fun, especially if somebody's
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. But again, that wraparound, dude, cut that out. It also didn't look different enough from the actual footage. Oh, and Evan, this must have annoyed you. There were assets in the movie. So Terrell mentioned earlier that she walks around the tree, and they would have a number pop up, and it looked pretty good, like a YouTube channel would do, like a middle one, and it was like 1, 2 every time she went around. But then she would do other shit where should clearly be like, it was so
inconsistent.
Yeah, and it wouldn't pop up. Also, I would have liked it if every video had a date when it was posted, kind of like this inner.
The designer in me hated the font they picked too. That's a stupid fucking thing.
That's
to
fine
say,
though.
But I did dislike it.
Yeah, but dude, if every video had a title, and it would feel much more authentic. And then instead, we kind of hard juxtaposed to like the Richard Hill character, who's like, Julia was dead, and it's like, okay, what are we doing? Also, some of the lines in here, I don't know when it came up, but I wrote down in my notes, fake with a neon F. And I'm like, somebody said that, and I was so annoyed that I wrote it down. Again, fake with a neon F. Congratulations, that's awful. Also, I always stick around because I know Terrell and Evan will tap out during the credits, and I'm like, oh, maybe there's going to be a cool after credits scene. Did either of you stick around for it?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, y'all missed out.
Exit.
Because there was a blooper. And I'll tell you, this movie, which is ultimately just bleak and kind of a downbeat, ending on a blooper took away anything you might have felt in this film. And I was like, damn. So again, I didn't hate it. I may even be like, if somebody came over and they're like, want to watch something dumb, I don't know if I would put this on, but
no, you have other dumb shit. No.
This would probably be a 3.5 for me. Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, after we've talked about it, I think I'm dropped mine to 1.5 from.
It's fine. I'm so glad. I'm glad we started this show to realize that Evan doesn't like found footage movies. It didn't take us long. I think we figured that out like 2 weeks in.
Well, I mean,
But
Dude, in my letterbox bio, I have a quote from you that says, "Do you even like horror?"
yeah. And the answer
I
is a
love it.
resounding no.
I just wish I liked this. This didn't feel horror to me. It just felt dumb. That bitch was dumb. The whole movie, I'm like, this bitch is dumb. I said it at least 20 times to myself because I had no one to watch it with. But yeah, I mean, the bitch was stupid. So 2 stars for me, and it's for Evan. Evan said 1.5 is for me. So Russell, 3.5, and it's for who?
Probably me. I think it was for
Oksana,
me.
it's up to you, girl. Use your little drummer boy shit.
Yeah, Oksana. Who is
Advent
this for?
was for Christmas.
Oh, God, girl, how
What?
Christmas is over. We watched this after Christmas, how?
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
also shout out to his scheduling because like he didn't give us a Christmas movie until our after Christmas
After
episode.
Christmas.
We had like new
Mhm.
release stuff.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It was for Evan.
I got
Oh,
it right! Yeah! I told y'all it was for Evan.
I'm a
Y'all didn't
squirrel,
believe
honey.
me.
Was this my lump of coal in my fucking
I
stocking?
told you
Took
it was
your
for
ass out,
Evan.
Better.
Y'all crazy. knew it.
Because this is going to turn into a because
What?
his PayPal got bodied by a ghost more than anyone in this movie. I said, "What happened?"
Wait, what? His PayPal
Jesus
got bodied
Christ.
by a ghost? I don't understand.
I
it.
guess he saw my tweet.
No,
What did
it's
your
the
tweet
dark
say?
web, fool. They know everything. They probably stole your money.
Oh, did
That's
you
true.
lose money or
Probably
something? What
was.
happened to your PayPal account?
Yeah, I woke up the day after Christmas, and I had like tons of notifications on my phone from PayPal where like it was like a card has been added, money was moved from my PayPal savings into my
What money?
main thing, and then I had like
Your Christmas
just
money?
spare shit. No, just spare. Like I don't keep all my money in PayPal.
Hold on,
but I had
hold
like
on.
$100 in
Hold
the
on.
savings.
Evan,
and
I got
10
it.
in the main thing.
Dude, I'm so fucking pissed off. If I can
No,
get my
come
hands
on.
on this imaginary, because it's probably a fake account. It's fucking Priscilla
Pretty sure I said
Reyes
slur
who really
in
took
this.
my money. If I could get my hands on this fucking imaginary dude, I'd fucking the bitch. You gotta be fucking kidding me. $110. Steal from somebody who has fucking money. You goddamn fucking.
How do you have that?
It goes on like that for like 20 minutes. So.
You recorded his call?
No, he sent me a voice memo out of nowhere.
I was
and I was
fine.
like, what? I don't know.
Fuming, dude. I was so
Oh.
mad whenever I fucking sent Russell that. Dude, just drained out my fucking PayPal, and then I did the automated like report a problem with PayPal.
No,
And
leave, girl. Let's let him stop talking. Let's get to the answer. What you got to leave for? Come on.
Because I think Cliff just got home, and I
Yeah.
just need to make sure. Yeah, he's ringing the bell.
So
You failed to turn that off.
I did not. Whatever you fucking call it, like reported the transaction with PayPal, and they denied my fucking claim. They're like, this fits with your normal activity, and I'm like, get fucked. And so I had to call PayPal and stay on the phone for like an hour, but I did finally get it to where they're like, okay, this is fraud. We're gonna investigate it and try to get your money back. So we'll see if I get it back. That money may just be gone, but yeah. Learn my lesson. Turn on 2-factor authentication for all your financial apps. Because if I'd have had that, they wouldn't have got it. I would
Also,
have had to approve it for them to do
Clearly,
all that.
Priscilla Reyes is not a real person.
Yeah,
it was
that's
the
why I
fucking
said
dark web.
imaginary. You know.
Yeah.
Because it was that name and another name. Because there was 2 transactions where I don't know what this has to do with the whole scam, but they add 1 penny to the account before they did this thing. I don't understand that. I'm sure there's a reason for it.
I think it's probably so it doesn't get flagged. Like anybody who's adding money, I'm sure banks and shit won't be like, again, I'm just making this
Right,
up, but it would
maybe.
make sense. Anybody who's put money in the account probably isn't stealing.
Yeah,
So-
maybe that's what it is. I don't
so
know.
They just,
but
yeah.
that was the weird part. And then after that, after they each added a cent. The other one was like a European sounding, like a Ukrainian, Russian sounding kind of name. And then
So, I was a little
the money
caught
was
off
sent
guard
to
when
somebody.
Oksana told me that the OnlyFoundFootageFans had brought this up too. What were you doing tweeting about it?
Yeah,
Were you
why?
trying
'Cause
to-
I didn't hear about this. How did he hear about this? This is so
I
weird.
just tweeted. I think I just tweeted something to
Why
the
you
effect
tell your
of
whole life on the internet? That's probably why you got your money taken.
Oh, okay. XL now.
I'm just saying.
I tweeted one
I'm
thing.
just saying.
I haven't used Twitter in forever, but I just put up a thing that said, hey, if you don't have two-factor authentication turned on for your financial apps, do it, and don't have this happen to you.
Did you tag PayPal?
No.
Oh,
I'd already
okay.
spoken to them at this point.
So I thought you were trying to get because I know that is a viable way to get somebody to respond.
Well, it's the thing.
Them.
I was really just trying to help out my friends because I always turned that shit off because it's annoying, right? You don't want to have to fucking do another step every time you want to do one little thing on an app. But like, I don't know. I finally got the, you know.
All right, put this on.
I got punished enough that I realized, you know, what why it's there. So you should use that. Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Well, you should get your money back.
I hope I do.
Oh, I thought that was already.
I know. I thought they. Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, I said I might get it
a long time ago.
So no, this was the day after Christmas. This all unfolded.
Well, maybe it will be in the advent calendar.
You just gotta carve a P into your arm and
PayPal.
Yeah,
lay
get
under
naked
your
in front
bed.
of a fireplace.
Let the blood drip on your face. Okay.
Well, welcome back from your post-Christmas hangovers, Foreplayers. While we made predictions on your Instagram of what you all rated Advent, we were nice enough not to make it into a game. For this week, we're going to give you 3 clues and let you all sort it out.
Oh my God.
Or Oksana can choose whichever she thinks you'll like or hate. Clues. 1, there isn't a cream for that. 2, 504 hours. Sorry, I'm out of breath from running up the stairs.
Oh my God.
3, at least one of the characters had the right idea.
So the first one's Body Horror. The second one is probably a long movie. And the third one was what? That's a bad idea?
At least one of the characters had the right idea.
Y'all have any thoughts? I might go with 3.
Do it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know. These could go. Who knows?
I know.
Yeah, I don't like any of them. But I don't like the.
I would have went with the
Body Horror.
3.
The acne cream. Yeah, no, I'm not picking that. What was the first one? The third one?
The third one, at least one of the characters had the right idea.
Yeah, I like that
Maybe
one.
you've got the right idea. Go with that one.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching Damien from 2021.
Wait, what is that? Ain't that like Omen?
Yeah.
Lord.
Damien. Whilst making a documentary on their friend, the crew uncover a dark secret which leads to friction, betrayal, and puts their lives in danger.
Ew.
Can you ever truly know?
Look at the cover.
A ginger.
Oh, Lord.
Damn, dude.
Can you
Why
ever
did I
truly
pick that?
know
This is
a
stupid.
ginger?
Oh, Lord. What am I doing
Oh,
to
it really
myself?
says that.
Yeah.
Oksana, what were the other ones?
Dude, Terrell fucked us.
Look at the monolith. There's a monolith in the woods, and it's about a
Do
ginger.
you really even
Okay.
truly know a ginger? I don't want to see this. I'm so sorry.
Why, you're not
It's
an
a
Andrew
documentary?
Santino fan, dude?
Oh, Lord. I'm not watching
That
this.
was for you, Evan. Nothing?
No, I like Andrew Santino.
Oh, my God.
Why?
I can't
Why?
do muscle
Whiskey
relaxer
Jason.
fucking
How long is
Goldschlager,
this?
Evan. It's 90 minutes. 88.
Okay.
All right.
I'm looking
So
at this.
Damien.
This looks so bad. Oh, Lord. I should have picked the acne cream girl.
The setting looks
nothing to do
cool.
with
I'm
that.
here for the setting of this Icelandic-looking landscape. His hair
Yeah, I'm
contrasts
gonna
with it
love
nicely,
it. I'm
too.
gonna be up here like.
Next week, we are watching Damien. Dun, 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 dun.
All right. So, Evan, what you got for us this week?
All right. Well, this week I got just
Oh, you
one
gotta
movie.
go, huh?
Oh, bye, Oksana. I have just one movie. And this one, Terrell, is a Tubi original. So
Yeah, I love Tubi.
I know you love Tubi. I think you actually would like this movie, probably.
Okay.
It's called Saving Buddy Charles. Directed by Grace Weather, I think is how you pronounce the last name.
Gail Weathers?
No, Grace,
Okay.
but close. This just came out, I think, like a couple weeks ago or a week ago or some shit like that. So it's brand new. It stars Jillian Shea Spaeder, who was on, I think the show is called Walk the Prank on Disney. And
Was this a comedy?
It's like a comedy drama, like road trip.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like two friends go on a road trip kind of movie. Let me pull up just to give you a fucking. I thought Russ would screen share. He usually does, but he's over there fucking around.
I got it.
Okay.
Sorry, Oksana has new lights behind her and
kidding.
a new Ethernet cord and a new modem right next to her. So like she was, gripped by the tentacles of technology and had to get out of them. What's the movie?
Saving Buddy Charles is the name of the movie.
How could I forget?
The description reads, best friends Clara and Sydney embark on a cross-country journey to rescue Sydney's pet lizard from her ex-boyfriend. Unbeknownst to Sydney, Clara is harboring a life-altering secret that may just change their friendship forever. So the way I heard about this was just from Jillian's Instagram. But I did a poster for her for one of her short films called The Noise, and she was just posting about this, and I saw it and I was like, oh, it actually looks like kind of up my alley. It's kind of like a dramedy road trip kind of thing. It opens with like right there you see some VHS footage. It opens with some in-world camera and you see like tapes of these girls growing up and stuff, and then you kind of cut to them hanging out. And I do want to say, I think, see that Volvo right there you just saw in the shot? I think this, in my head canon, that's the same Volvo 200 series from Sour Party. So I like to think that these take place in the same universe because the car's almost identical. I mean, they're obviously not connected, but it totally could work. The vibe of the movies is
vibe.
Close.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So they decide, she's like talking about her, I forget her character's name. Scroll down for me. To see what Jill's character's name is. Sydney. So Sydney decides
Prescott.
There's a lot of Scream shit in this. Realistic Scream fans. Gail Weathers, Sydney Prescott.
Clara urges her on, but Sydney decides that she needs to go get that pet lizard from her ex-boyfriend. But the problem is Liam lives in Idaho, so they're in Los Angeles. So it's a good piece from there. The car belongs to her mother. She's not supposed to use it. Sort of like a sex drive sort of thing where it belongs to somebody else.
What's up with John Fantasia? John Fantasy.
John Fantasia. You had it.
Officer, his eyes were hypnotizing me. They have a run-in with the law at one point, and he is the law. And this is during the road trip. He's the cop who comes up to the side of the car and questions him. Very short scene, but very funny the way they talk to the car. It reminded me, obviously they're not like stoned during it, but the dynamic had like a Up in Smoke vibe where it's like kind of a goofball moment where like they're saying everything they shouldn't say to this cop, but it works out for them here, and they don't obviously go to prison on the way to Idaho here. That's not how this movie plays out, but they meet a lot of interesting characters along the way. Like Josh Sussman right there, who plays Phil. He like when he lives in a trailer, and this girl Clara was obsessed with. Well, no, this is like he lives in a shed.
I think even smaller than the
Tangerine.
Shed. Is he in Tangerine?
Yes, he is. He threw up in the backseat of that DL dude's car. Remember that, Russ?
Okay.
Threw up everywhere.
You know, I've never seen that. I really want to. I almost
but
watched
she was
it
a real woman. He
Christmas.
kicked her out the car because she didn't have a dick.
Yeah, well,
Terrell
he comes
called
off.
It, dude. He nailed it.
Y'all didn't like that movie?
I just said I haven't seen it yet. I almost watched it this Christmas.
Good.
I was waiting to watch it around Christmas, and I never do it. Right, I never do it, and I needed to this year, and I didn't again.
On her with fish. That movie's great.
But he's a character who kind of, I don't know, he comes across as like a pedo Mr. Rogers when he first shows up. But he ends up being, and they almost treat it that way. Like you can tell that Sydney's like, what the fuck is going on with this guy?
Look at Sydney.
No, that's not Sydney. That's a hitchhiker that they pick up on the side of the road.
So when her mouth wide open, she put that mouth to work for that hitchhiking.
She probably does. She's an influencer. She's an influencer
She
character.
influencing that dick.
I am proud of my monster cock.
I'm trying to make this more fun. This is boring as hell. Come on.
Well, I mean, I don't gotten to like say anything about the movie. I don't think.
You said a lot. Oh my god, what are we listening to?
They're trying to go get this lizard back, but that's sort of just the crux for the trip, and the trip is really about sort of their friendship.
Who's the blonde? She look crazy with them eyes.
That's Clara. The blonde one.
Actually, better
And
there.
then Jillian is Sydney, the other one. That's not her. That's a different woman. That works in the
She
gas
had a
station.
glow up from scene to scene, girl.
Holy
she had a
fuck.
she's on that moment.
So anyway, the pedo Mr. Rogers guy turns out to be a good dude, and I feel like that's kind of what this movie sort of like. I don't know. It's there's a lot in here about expectations you have for people and how life doesn't. People don't always live up to expectations. And but the thing is, sometimes like people, I don't know. There's also this sort of underlying like people are good kind of thing going on here, where it feels like you see their sort of relationship grow, and the final act, by the time you reach the sort of secret that it's talking about in the description and it gets revealed, it's very emotional, and you feel like you know the characters a lot by then. So it really hits. I teared up during the last bit of it. Yeah, they get the lizard, but that's sort of not.
I'm just confused. Is this a
it's sort of just a joke.
About them getting a lizard?
The thing is, the lizard is kind of just a bit. Like, it's not that important, and the story of the movie is really just about them and their friendship, and like they meet quirky characters along the way, and like it's not really about That's what I'm saying. The lizard is sort of just their like. Their thing that they're going to get
3 times, so I thought that was the main part.
Because that's their reason for being on this. They're always like, "Oh, we got to get Buddy Charles." That's who Buddy Charles is the lizard.
Buddy Charles, they named the lizard Buddy Charles.
Yeah.
Okay, girl. Nice.
And it's a really good balance though of like funny encounters and moments, and it's all like situational kind of humor, and it's got a lot of good dialogue, and both central performances, as well as most of the supporting ones, but especially the 2 main performances are really good. They feel like real characters, and like they feel like they have a real history with each other. I don't know that like their actual, if they knew each other before this movie or whatever, but it feels like they did. They feel like natural, longtime friends. And so by the time you reach the sort of emotional climax of the movie, it really works. Like, I think it's impactful. And I shout out to the last word of the movie being fuck. I thought that was neat.
Neat.
There's great needle drops in the whole movie. A lot of the music's done by Jill and her boyfriend Jack. Who are both also
the hill, girl.
Yeah, right. That's funny as fuck. I didn't even realize that, but yeah.
You didn't? Right when you said it,
I wrote it down. I mean, I wrote it down, and I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
the
my
Jack
God.
and Jill thing.
I'm an investigator.
You're probably jacking during the time you were writing.
No, I was reading the credits of who did the music to make sure it was
God.
them, because it did sound like them.
Jill and Jack.
But no, I like both of their music, and I think it fits the tone of the movie, and it does kind of have that sour
Is it like
party,
heavy metal?
like fun adventure. No,
Rawr,
not at
rawr,
all.
rawr. Is that what
Not
they were
in
doing?
the slightest. No.
Oh.
But I think it does have that sort of fun road trip adventure, like what you kind of want out of a
I
buddy
like
road trip
those.
comedy. Yeah, that's why I think you would like this.
You gotta turn your brain off and just watch it.
That's the thing, is you can't. It is like if you want to fully engage with it, it has a really heavy climax. But it is the kind of movie where you can be on your phone if you don't want to. I don't know. It still would work, I think, if you weren't paying as much attention. But I really liked it. I thought it was a solid movie. And
I'm glad they got the lizard too.
yeah, if you like dramedy type stuff, there's a funny bit at the end about the lizard I won't ruin, but
you can ruin it, girl. I ain't watching it.
no. Well, you might not, but people listen to this. It's not just us talking,
Oh,
so
girl, I felt like
they might want to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I recommend it though. I would give it a 4 out of 5.
Funny as hell
So-
tonight.
There you go.
4 out of 5.
Yep,
For lizard. Okay.
I liked it.
Fuck.
I know. I mean, maybe you just made it sound boring, but girl,
I have nothing to do with that.
Tubi. I love Tubi, so I'd probably add it to the list for another time.
Yeah,
Nah, you probably
Tubi.
go.
Why are you laughing? You're making me laugh.
I mean,
All
you know
right.
why Evan loves a road movie.
That's my squirrel hunting truck.
Oh,
No, they're
yeah,
an
he likes
Volvo.
that honk-
You'd be
he
not a
likes
great
honky
squirrel
tonk.
hunting vehicle. Really.
Why not? Is it
Off-road
too
capabilities
small?
aren't great. No, off-road capabilities aren't great. So.
What does that mean? You just roll
got a
over
good
down and go
point.
pop, 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 like that.
No, what? Are squirrels by the fucking highway? I mean,
Yes, they do. They might want to go get a nut.
I don't know, but maybe there's dumbass squirrels in San Francisco, but the squirrels here get away from the road.
There was one by the Target. I sent you a picture. He was
Yeah,
just
there's one
chilling.
by the Target.
Yeah, it was.
Well, yeah, because
That's
people aren't
what
trying to
I'm
harm them there, probably.
No, I ain't
There's
touching
a
that
difference.
squirrel. I went the opposite direction. I don't like hermits. Girl,
Those are.
I don't do
That would be a
rodents.
dishonorable kill, I think. To just sitting in the fucking
at
he
the
needs to be in
register
a
and
tree,
you
like
ganked
trying
him?
to escape from you. Yeah, that's fucking.
Well, why would I want that? I don't want that.
Coward
I don't
shit.
eat squirrel. Oh my god. And it looks so
I'm a
nice, like
squirrel
something
hunter.
out of a Pocahontas movie. I wanted to go.
It tastes so
Colors
nice,
of the
too.
Wind. I wanted to sing, girl. That's what it gave me. That's what it was giving.
The squirrel made you want to sing?
Yeah.
Colors of the Wind. You didn't see Pocahontas?
It made me want to hear the sound of singing rifles, dude.
Oh wow.
You is a honky tonk ass boy. Girl. Let's get to Russell's review. Let's see what he got to bring this week. So what you
All
got?
right. Evan, you only had Saving Buddy Charles. Did you have another one?
No, that's all
Yeah.
I needed. Girl,
No,
don't
just that.
ask him for
Okay,
anything
you're
else.
right.
No
Terrell's right.
documentaries, no stand-up comedy.
I did
No,
watch
you
a
got-
documentary, but I'm not going to
No.
review it. It was just
Mm-mm.
prep for my end of the year episode. It was the
Oh,
new
perfect.
Cheech
Let's
Chong
wait
movie,
for that.
and it was great.
Period.
Here we go. Evan, okay, I'm gonna need your help, dude. This is a really good movie. You gotta
Oh,
pull it up.
really?
It's called Forgive Us All. Dun dun dun. It's a western with zombies.
Oh, yeah. He
and
lost
it's
me
on
to a
Tubi.
Western. I hate Westerns. Zombies are annoying.
All right. Well, I think if you came into this looking for a western or a zombie movie, you might be disappointed.
Damn, dude, this is like a
immediately
Daily
anyway.
Wire ass poster. What is this movie?
This looks
Okay,
I don't
dude.
know. I guess we all bringing bullshit this week.
So, just like y'all, I watched this on Tubi.
Yes!
Tubi,
We're gonna star
Tubi.
for Tubi.
So Forgive Us All came out in 2025. You know, I wanted to do some deep. Actually, I teamed up with AI to find this movie, and I
What?
was like,
Why?
I'm
How'd
like, I
you
wanted
do
to find
that?
something. So first, we have the Film Fest coming up, and I've been watching a ton of submissions, and it's like I got to get something to review on the show. So I went on Tubi, and I was prompting it, and I'm like, hey Tubi, I need something that came out in 2025.
How do you search
It's-
that? You go to
it's-
ChatGPT?
Yeah. And I was I had to be careful because
How do
I
you
wanted
use
a
that
movie.
app? I don't be using it that much, but everyone their mama uses it.
Yeah. I mean, you could pretty much, I would just start playing with it. And like, if you had a question, like, hey, what's a good way to make coffee? And it will tell you. And then, you know, just
But
go
that's
from
scary.
there. It's only
I just
scary
go
if
to
you start
Google.
saying like, hey, ChatGPT, do you like me? That's when it starts getting weird.
Ew.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
I
But if-
seen her. It don't end well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, dude, go Google how leveled up sex dolls have got, and just wait
Oh,
for Evan's
Lord.
gooning in
Evan's gonna have one. He
2026.
probably got one on his bed. That's why.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you can
Lady.
afford a fucking sex doll.
Not
Well,
if
he
not
lost
the dark web
$110.
stealing your money.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
There
The
went my
doctor
sex
could be
doll right
knowing
there.
everything you be doing too. I don't know how he knew about your PayPal shit. I'm still puzzled by this.
He's the dark web, dude.
OnlyFoundFootageFans.
They know
knowing all
everything.
this. That's so
Ev-
weird.
Every time you click a link and the little window opens up and then goes away immediately, and you're like, "Oh, I guess I dodged a bullet." That's them knowing everything.
I
you
want to
did.
dodge this ginger movie y'all got me watching. I can't. That is
You picked
I
it.
want to watch
You
that
picked it.
again. I want to go watch Eat Meat. And what's that movie we watched? I'd rather go watch that again than go
Oh,
watch this ginger
Jesus.
shit.
There's no
Yeah.
world in which this
I will
ginger
watch
movie
that
is going to
again
be that
because this
bad.
ginger shit looks stupid as hell. Yes, it will.
Dude,
No.
loved vegan. So Forgive Us All. Again, so I asked ChatGPT. I basically wanted something that came out in 2025, got good reviews, and the people that reviewed it found it on Tubi. What I was trying to tell it is give me something that released on Tubi that nobody knows about, but has some sort of quality. And I have to say, I know I'm making jokes. Forgive Us All. Hey, it's a movie. It's a real movie. The problem here is that it falls short of doing anything interesting in both the zombie and Western genre. It's totally fine though. Like if you're like a horror fan, like how Terrell loves slasher movies or Evan loves found footage movies, you could just throw it on and enjoy
is
it.
that shade? I love slashers.
No, I know you do, but then I thought I'd
Ev-
mix it up for anybody not really paying attention.
That was a high level
Um,
fucking joke out here. He's trying to do where he's got
High level.
half and half.
Dude.
That's what people come to the show for, dude.
So
top tier comedy.
Forgive us all. Evan, I never heard you shade Russell before.
You're just not paying attention.
Oh my god!
Because you're always on your phone while we record the show.
So, one more time. Forgive us all. A story of redemption in a world gone dark. I think most people, when you think of like a zombie apocalypse, you think of Romero or The Walking Dead. This movie opens up and you kind of get modern time. Like, it's almost jarring. You see a house with like electricity working and it's like, oh, okay, we're just skipping, and like the house is in good condition. The first half of this movie feels kind of like a modern Western, and I mean modern as in like, just imagine the government has been removed and you live in like a rural area. It's like, okay, people seem healthy, everything's cool, and the electricity's running, but like there's an apocalypse they keep talking about. It definitely is given more Western. You have a dude on a horse running away from some people, well, particularly two people, and I don't know, there's just, it's fine. The main things I want to point out here is that they had there's this thing that probably happened in a movie and was really cool, and they do it 3 times in this movie, and it drove me insane. So the dude running away on the horse, we don't know where he's coming from or why these people are after him, but the people after him seem bad, and he gets shot on the horse and he's running, and he runs into a homie and he's like, what happened? And like, man, they're right behind us, you got to take this bag. And he's like, no, go on ahead. And he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, I'm staying behind. So he stays there to shoot at him a couple times and then die. That exact thing happens 2 more times in this movie. And it's so broadcasted, and it's an attempt for like this like high threshold of drama. And it just, each time, it is a great example of diminishing returns. You're just like, oh, okay, you're going to die now for an extra 5 minutes of get away, even though they catch up. So that was annoying. The main house that we hang out in is actually a pretty big location. It's a large farmhouse, and there's a barn. And it kind of reads like Walking Dead when it was boring in the beginning. And they go to that barn, and in the barn, they go to that farmhouse, and in the barn, there's all the zombies. It was like that, except there were no zombies. And homie who was running away on the horse collapses by a little riverfront, and he's found by a girl who is introduced to us after having shoved a revolver in her mouth. And she was going to end it all. Damn. Even though it's a little confusing as to why, because things don't seem that bad. I should say there was a flashback where it turns out her husband infected her son. And this is, you know, he's a zombie, but you don't really see much of him. And she's alive, and she has she's living with somebody who is her stepfather. Now, these are the only 2 remaining people in the family, so there isn't even like a blood tie.
Gave birth to a zombie because he only infected the zombie.
She gave birth to a boy, and then her husband came home infected and infected.
Why did he infect her?
Or the daughter? It was a daughter. Because they killed him.
Oh.
Yeah. She's
was
alone.
There any zombie kills? Did they eat brains? Like, what happened?
I don't know, because they're not on film really until the last 15 minutes of the movie. Oh. And they talk about him all the time, and it turns out the people chasing the lone rider is government people.
So this is like an elevated horror zombie movie, Western.
But not. It's not at all. It actually feels kind of like a serialized Western film, which is fine, except that there's none of, like, all the hallmarks you like of a Western. The themes are there. Like, this kind of feels like a small town, and she's the one girl, and then her stepdad is kind of like the sheriff, and then the sheriff always has this interaction with the lone rider, and he's like, I don't trust him, he represents bad things. And like most good Westerns, the lone cowboy that comes to town brings death with him because the government shows up. And it's like,
is this political as well?
No, it's not political, thankfully. But it's just, it's so like ham-handed. Like, everything feels very Walking Dead, like dire, like end of the world, and the color grade is very like green, like everybody's sick. And then when the government people show up, who are like the outlaws, the fucking stepdad has this like character switch where he's like, what y'all coming onto my property for? And then they're like, we're hunting a man. You seen this guy? He's like, I ain't seen nobody. One man. And it's like, where did this come from? Like now he's in a fucking coach play, and it's just there's nothing different. Even though it is a zombie Western, and I mean, zombie Western, what do you want? Oh, I want somebody with a revolver shooting zombies in the head because they're a good shot, except like their vehicle can be wounded by a zombie. And like there's a ton of potential. They don't do any of that. So in the last 15 minutes, you're introduced to the zombies, and it's the worst, in my opinion, the worst kind of zombies. There's a bunch of them, and they only come out at night, and they all act like raptors, like in World War Z. Where they're like,
oh, your favorite zombie movie.
I hate it, and they're like, ah. Like, so I had put on subtitles.
You must not like I Am Legend either, then, huh?
I Am Legend's like a different.
Those
thing.
aren't zombies; those are robots. What you saying?
Yeah. Well, I like
not
Omega Man.
Robot, Terrell.
Ain't that iRobot? They robots?
No. I Am Legend.
Yeah,
the other one with Will Smith.
I Am Robot.
Well, Evan,
there's
pull
robots
it up.
chasing him.
You can
no,
pull
you're
up.
confusing
Smith?
two movies. You're confusing two
No,
movies.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It's a robot at the end, and it'd be chasing them.
No.
I remember.
Okay.
I Am Robot, or whatever.
I Am Legend and I, Robot are two different movies.
He's a legend? Okay, I know.
This is great.
Legendary.
Right.
Girl, continue this review, girl. How many stars?
I haven't pulled up, but I think, yeah, this is, so... Again, it kind of ends up feeling like 28 Days Later. Like they're running zombies, but they have all the fun personality quirks of World War Z. And they have the raptor movement where they're like, ah!
Well, maybe they're dinosaur zombies.
Man,
people.
but here's the thing. The makeup looked great. And honestly, everything, like, so the only problem here, I would say, is the script. The acting was great. They actually had some costume design and shit, but it's just... Man, when you say Western, just make it of the era. Like, I think even that barn, it could have doubled as like a period piece. Instead, they didn't really do any set dressing, and it all kind of just felt modern. And I don't know, it kind of had the worst of both worlds.
Not the worst.
So
okay,
ultimately,
Miley in reverse.
I think, yes, very true. It was the worst of. It's the worst of both worlds.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I gotta mute that. You're gonna take it off Spotify.
Well, I'm not going to do 2 fucking minutes of that shit. Oh my God. Please, anybody who's watched it on YouTube, come comment with how long and how unbearable that shit was. And again, Terrell couldn't even hear it. So
I'm glad I didn't hear it. I don't even know what the fuck it is. Thank God.
So ultimately, there is one positive out of this. This movie reminded me of a game out right now called No, I Am Not Human. Have you seen that, Evan?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I don't think so, though. I want to give a shout out to that game. No, I Am Not Human. Let me pull it up. Because in this movie, you basically are a person in your house during the apocalypse, and people show up and knock on your door, and you basically talk to them and feel them out and let them in or don't let them in. And if you don't let them in, you doom them to die to the invaders who are ultimately doppelgangers, or you let them in and hope that they're not a doppelganger and they don't start killing everybody who you're sheltering. Okay.
And
it's kind of like Papers, Please conceptually, huh? Where you have to, like, in that game, you have to decide if somebody gets through a border crossing or not.
Yeah. But this one, so that's a popular genre of game that's been popping up. This one's a little bit different because you have to let them in, and then that's when you question them.
Yeah, this looks
so
sick.
You only have 3 questions you can ask, and there's ultimately 5 different things that can, betray a doppelganger. So I kept thinking this would have been a better avenue for this movie, where you have like capable combat ready people who are suspicious of each other. But instead of Hateful Eight, we kind of get like 28 Days Later, but in modern times, and zombies are here. We promise. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I honestly, I think I'm probably going to give this 2.5. I know that's like a death sentence for me.
Less than the Advent Calendar. Shit.
Oh, I would watch Advent Calendar all day over this movie again. Damn. Yeah. So forgive us all. Again, it's not my cup of tea. It's on Prime if y'all want to watch it. Again, the one thing about Prime now is it's like fucking Tubi, and if you're into a movie, the commercials will fucking ruin any momentum, and it did not help this movie. So yeah, forgive us all. Actually, it's on Tubi too. I realized. Yeah, it's on Tubi.
You watched it on ads? I'm surprised.
Me too. I realized I could have hooked up the computer.
For a show, guess it's fine, but for movies, it really takes you out the movie, girl.
Dude, it totally does.
You get all into it, then you gotta get out and you see, the new Colgate commercial. Like, bitch, come on.
I know.
Or something good to eat and your stomach be growling. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why are these commercials for food? I'm already fat.
It's bad when a movie's good, but it's worse when you're not vibing with the movie because every time you're like, I could stop it.
Movies. Yes.
Right?
Yes. I'd be like, fuck, this is another 20 minutes.
Yep.
Because, it adds to runtime with all these trailers.
Yeah.
Commercials.
I don't mind it too much. Sometimes, I
girl, you love the ad blocker.
I know, he's the ad block king.
Or you don't watch them.
When it does work, I don't mind it. Just because it's kind of nostalgic of like a bygone era of like watching TV as a kid. That was just part of the experience.
For TV shows, it's fine.
Evan came with the fucking bulletproof vest on today. You came for combat,
and
dude.
Snacks.
I know.
You've been very combative tonight, girl. Maybe it's the liquor he had. Let's cheers.
His back's
Evan.
hurting. He's on pills and liquor, and he's ready.
Well, I got to make another drink. I drank those.
I know. I want to get another shot, but we're still. I'll wait for the next one. But I guess it's my turn. So 2.5. Hold on. I was looking up the movie. Then I got self-conscious when he called me out for being on my phone. Well, girl, I was bored. So let me. Fine. I had it up too. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Look, Chucky in the Advent calendar. It's like a regular old Christmas here. Or is it a birthday?
But that's not Christmas. Why are you pulling up last week's struggle?
Also, speaking of last week, I may have thrown a gauntlet down and said that we would be delivering a present on Christmas. Guess what? We did, and it got pulled because Evan played a dumb song. It was a great episode. We all showed up in costume. Ronnie came back. It was a holiday miracle, and then it was a copyright strike. So
Ryan didn't come back.
In the multiverse, I was ready. I wanted to have a costume. I was ready. I love me a costume.
You did. It was so funny. Terrell was crushing it.
Girl,
and I'm so sorry that nobody will be able to ever watch that episode.
Shady. Y'all are some shady bitches. That's all I got to say. But we're moving on. So I'm going to review something real quickly here. So I'm going to keep the Tubi train trolling. And I watched Tubi as well, bitch.
Hell yeah.
I watched a movie Yeah, it's from Boogie Vision. It's a Boogie Vision film. I don't know what that is, but I just found it out. And it's called Reality TV Murders. Bitch, I love me reality TV. I love Tubi, and I love these little urban dramas. And girl, I had to watch this. So it's 4 girls who are the Real Housewives of Bougieville. I don't know. And these girls, a cast member on a hit reality show is murdered. And her co-stars are all the suspects. So you got all these girls. You got my girl Imani. I think she's the new girl who's bringing in all the motherfucking ratings, right? Hold on, I'm trying to get to the damn movie. So you got Imani, who's the new girl. You got Jasmine, who's the quirky, the goody two-shoes. You have Ava, who was brought in later as a friend. And you have Chastity, who's the OG housewife, who's been there since the beginning. So Chastity feels threatened by Imani because Imani is the new HBIC that all the fans just want. And Imani got people wrapped around her finger. So basically it opens up with drama bitch, why you did it? I loved it. I was they're basically throwing drinks at each other, wanting to pull each other's hair out. They got drama with their menses and shit. And the girls don't like Imani because she always stirring the pot or giving them looks. She don't like the way she look at her or some shit. It's great. And as it goes on, the production team, you have the dude who films it, who's obsessed with Imani, just his eyes just bulge out of his head because he's so excited to see her. And then you have the other woman, I don't know her name, but she basically the one that stirs the pot. She gets the tea and she's okay, well, we gotta have these girls talk about this, right? So you have her and Imani have issues because Imani wants her own show because she's bringing in all this drama and ratings, and all the fans love her that she needs her own show, right? She wants to be even more of a megastar than she already is. And Chastity is threatening to leave the show because she's the OG and she feels they're bringing in this new blood to take her spot. And she's that ain't gonna happen. I've been here since season 1. This is season 7 or 8 that they're filming. I don't know. So Chastity, the OG, got this man. She got a husband. And he I love you and all this stuff. And while he talking about that, he cheating on her with Imani. So Imani fucking him. Imani is upsetting the producer. That's just Imani in the pink. And Imani is upsetting basically everybody in the whole thing, right? So long story short, Imani's getting dressed in her dressing room and she gets murdered. But we don't see. They just walk in and she's like, what are you doing in here? With her little mean girl's attitude. And then she gets clocked up across the head and knocked out and killed, right? So then everybody in this movie is basically a suspect. Well, who do you think killed her? You got the Chastity because she slept with her man. You got the producer who's been fucking her, but he also fucking the Gossip Queen girl because it jumps to the YouTube girl who covers the show. She covers all the reality shows. And she's been fucking him for tea because she wants to get tea on the show to give to her fans, you know. And then you have the white woman here who's the production one I told you that she was being threatened, like, oh, if you don't give me my own show, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I don't know. So you got to watch it. But basically, long story short, you got to figure out it's who done it. Like, one of these bitches killed this girl. And I don't know. I had fun watching it. It's only an hour long. Like an hour and 10 minutes or some shit like that. But on Tubi, you know, it adds the extra commercials. But I had fun with this. And then the reveal, I'm just like, oh, it was kind of good. I don't know. I liked it. If you like reality TV, Real Housewives, and fucking like murder mysteries, this is a fun little, you know, shady little movie here. And I loved it. It was good. I gave this 3 stars. Who the hell is Cowboy
Dexter? Who's that?
Oh, ain't that the guy that was trying to, the cop guy come to ask all the damn questions? Yeah, that was that person.
Why is he a fucking cowboy?
I don't know, girl. They made him honky tonk. Just Evan's neck in the woods. I don't know.
He's like,
I don't know. Maybe they're in Dallas. Yeah, he probably is. He eats squirrels. But I don't know. I like this. It was a fun little watch. I gave that movie 3 stars, and I'd watch it again. I liked it.
I can't imagine ever sitting through that.
That's me every week with the shit that you bring to us. I can't believe you just said that to my movie.
Oh my god!
I think you're trying to get me back because your shit was weak. I watched another movie that was similar. No, not similar. I watched Hello Shit Girl. I'm trying to see what was the other movie I said I was going to bring up? Because I did
One Killer Night.
Wake Up Dead. I didn't like that. That shit was boring as hell. I watched
One
talks
Killer
about a girl who was obsessed with Botox, you know, because she got fucked as a kid. And then
I know about that now. I used to work next to a clinic where they did Botox at. I've seen a bunch of people fuck their face up with Botox.
I watched Zootopia 2, which I just loved. Girl, if y'all have kids or y'all like Disney movies, Zootopia 2 is where it's at. It's a little political. I want to see that shit, dude.
Little
political, but I fucking loved it. 5 stars. Like,
better than the first?
Five,
the first one rules.
The second one is Clock the T. So I love the Shining reference. It was so funny. There's a whole, I saw this like, wait, this is the Shining. And they referenced like 3 horror movies in this. And I wonder if you'll catch them all. The Shining was definitely one of them. I was like, what the fuck, Zootopia? With Nick and Miss Judy Hopps. And she got her little carrot. I love it. This movie was amazing. The snake. I like the snake. Gary the snake. The snake. And it's kind of political, girl. But that's what Disney do. I loved it. I loved it. I want to watch it again and again and again. I just love it. Zootopia. All right, but the movie I was going to talk about. Are you going to watch it?
Oh, yeah.
You watched that, but you want to watch reality TV murders? The fuck?
Yeah, fuck no. Totally different. Zootopia the first one was great, and the new one looks tight. So I'm in. Me and Ellie gonna watch it together.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna cover what I wanted to cover. It's called One Killer Night. So I'm just super excited for Scream, and this is the latest Scream fan film from Zen House. What is it called? Hold on, let me get this right, girl. I tagged them here somewhere. Zen House Studios. So, Mr. Zach Salazar, he's the writer-director of this. Russell, you should remember him from the movie I showed you called Scream Legacy that took place in between Scream 3 and 4, where it had Sydney's daughter coming back, and then she was being terrorized, her and her friends being terrorized by this killer. It was a pretty solid fan film. I watched it multiple times. I showed you guys. You claimed you liked it.
Yeah.
But they're doing a Scream Legacy Part 2. So they did a whole little campaign for that that's coming out soon. But they're bringing back, the survivors, and there's going to be a whole new thing. Because this one was Billy. In the first one, spoiler alert, it was Billy's brother, which we didn't know he had a brother, but Billy's brother was the killer. Anyways.
Shit.
To get revenge on Sydney by killing the daughter. I don't know. So anyways, Scream Legacy, and before they're doing Scream Legacy Part 2, they decided to do a little mid. What
was that light?
It's like,
go back.
I'm sorry?
I don't know.
To Ghostface had like a light on him, it looked like. Is that a thing on his costume? Or is that just
that's the
shot?
talking box. Yeah, you know, that's a thing. You want to get it.
Yeah.
So basically, it's what begins as a harmless movie night.
You don't see that easily.
Tense after a call from Ghostface. What did you say?
I don't know.
You usually don't
Grumbly
see that
back
until they-
pain Evan is hella
No,
funny.
you usually don't
not.
see that until they pull it out in their hand. You just usually don't see it on his
Well,
neck.
no, it elevates as the movies elevate. You know, if you know about elevation. Yeah.
I used to live out west. I know about elevation.
He's
Lived high up in the
constantly
mountains.
high. He knows about elevation.
Yeah, he high as a kite right now, growing something growing. Are we eating popcorn?
No,
Anyways.
And gummy bears.
candy.
Oh, and Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, so this opens up with this girl, the brunette girl, and she's like, she's watching YouTube about this murder that happened based on a movie. Stab 10 is being made or some shit like that. And our friend comes over, the other chick right there. I don't even know these bitches' names. Should I look up their names? I'm
Here.
looking this up. Can you pull up these bitches' names?
Yeah.
They might listen to this and be like, oh, he didn't say their names. So who gives a fuck? Anyway, so
Y'all are wild today.
her name is Maddie and Heather. So I believe Maddie's the first girl. So Maddie is the one, she's sitting there and she's eating her popcorn or something and she's doing homework. I don't know what the fuck she's doing at the computer. And she's just watching the YouTube of that little woman. And then basically her friend comes to the door, Heather, and she's just like, can we please make up? And I was like, what are they about to fuck? What are they about to make up with? Anyways, she's just like, something happened between these two girls. And she's like, you didn't answer my phone call or some shit. So anyway, she brings her in. She's like, let's just, watch movies and eat snacks and bond.
Where's Finch?
So mind you, this is like a 15-minute movie. So basically the two girls, they just chill, they sit down. And, this premiered, actually, I'm going to start from the beginning. It premiered December 26th, the day after Christmas on YouTube, on their YouTube page, Zen House Studios. And it's perfect little prelude to Scream Legacy 2. So it's almost like an opening kill type of movie. But anyway, so the two girls are hanging out, watching horror movies, talking about life and how they wish they could rewind time and do things over. And we learn things about their relationship that, slowly but surely, like why these girls are having a little falling out and they're trying to make peace at it. And then they get a phone call. Well, Heather does, the girl who comes over. And she's like, oh, it's just a prank. It's Trevor. You know how they always got the little white boy name that the boyfriend that's calling to fuck with them. It's not Trevor, but it's something similar. Anyway, so she's like, well, Trevor's calling. And then they answer it. It's under no call, no show, or whatever. And basically, he's fucking with them, saying, oh, you're watching this movie. You've seen that in Scream 4. And yeah, and then they just go on. He's like, oh, I'm going to rip your boyfriend's heart. They reference Scream 1, the boyfriend outside about to get cut the fuck up type of shit. She's like, you better leave him alone, And then, I don't know, the movie was fine. And then Ghostface was in the house the whole time. I don't want to spoil the whole thing. But then he comes down, then you get the reveal of who this person is.
And
then
the calls were coming from inside the house.
Yeah, Black Christmas. And it's a very obvious twist. And then I just don't like how there was no chase scene. The bitch gets stabbed and just laid there like, why are you doing this? Bitch, if you don't roll your fat ass over and run out the door, you crazy bitch. I was looking at her like, come on, Scream Legacy had chase scenes. It had good calls, good kills. That was solid. This one was just about, I think, the relationship and the twist of what happened between them and then who the reveal of the killer was. And it was just very, what's the word? I don't know. I can't think of the word. It's not as entertaining and like fun. I like a good slasher where you get chased up and down the stairs, girl out the window, jumping over things, hitting people with boxes and shit. They didn't get none of that in this Scream movie. And Scream 7 better bring it because, bitch, this is Scream 7. Bitch, you should be flying to space by now. But I don't like.
Haven't got that yet either. Machete in space.
Okay.
Haven't got that either.
The person who gets stabbed the fuck up just lay there and let it happen. So that was really annoying. But besides that, the movie was fine. I did give it, what did I give it? 3.5 stars? I thought it was okay. 3.5 out of 5. I give it extra stars because I love the direction they were going. I like the the building of the characters and the backstory, and I love a good twist, even though it is pretty obvious. But I like what they're doing, and it took them a long time to get this together, and I'm super excited. I don't know if you guys used to follow Blu-ray Tuesday, but remember, y'all, if y'all know, I covered a movie that was a Scream fan film that was in Portuguese or something, and it didn't have subtitles at all, and I watched the whole thing, and I reviewed it based on what I thought was happening, and so I posted about it. Remember, Russ? We all put it out, and then the people who made the movie saw my post, they liked it and all this. They all followed me, and they redid the video with the subtitles because of my review, which was so cool. They're making a sequel, which they dropped the trailer for, which is dropping, I believe, in February 13th or something like that. So stay tuned for that review, because I can't wait to do a part 2, and hopefully they got the subtitles right away, because it was Carnival Sangrento is what it was called, and they're doing a part 2, so I'm excited for that one. Hopefully, remember the Hoochie Daddies thing you did, Russ? Falling down the stairs? And it was a dude
falling down. Yeah.
It was a whole different experience watching that again, knowing what was happening but I was kind of spot on. It's little things I just fucked up, but I don't know. I like my little Scream, and I can't wait for Scream 7. I'll be in my seat.
Hell yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with it.
You ain't gonna watch it, girl. When are you gonna see it?
No, I see the Scream movies.
There it is. Yes, that episode.
I went and watched 6 in theaters.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
In 3D, actually, which was kind of whack. The 3D was not very
3D?
good. Yeah, it felt slapped on.
Oh.
I didn't even know they showed that in 3D. Yeah, that's tight.
I knew there was a 3D Blu-ray that came out, and I did want to get it just for the collection, but I didn't realize they had that in theaters that way.
I mean, it was cool, but it felt like one of those, you know how you can tell when you see a movie that was like made for 3D versus a movie that they just like made 3D after? This felt like the made 3D after, because there were only a couple of scenes where it was like super cool. Like the ladder part where they're going across the from the window to window. That part was really cool. The ladder looked like it was like coming out at you and shit. And there were some cool parts, but overall it felt like one of those, those kind of like tacked on 3Ds.
Yeah,
3D's nuts.
One Killer Night, 15 minutes short on YouTube. Go check it out if y'all into it. You know, if y'all bored, just put it on. See what y'all think. I don't know. I liked it for what it was. And that's it for me this week.
Okay.
Tight.
Y'all got anything else to plug or say or do? I know Evan's on one right now. I'm about to get a shot.
I know, dude.
I'm gonna get some fucking hot dogs and some more liquor, and we're gonna get ready to record another episode. I'm hyped, dude.
On that note, y'all, we'll see y'all Thursday. Happy New Year from the Footage Foreplay family. Do it up, turn up, get your resolutions together, and stay tuned for more foreplay. All right, y'all, that's it for this week's episode. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Love y'all.
No, it's not Christmas.
Thanks for listening to Footage Foreplay. If you enjoy the show, please consider leaving a review, sharing it with a friend, or simply hitting like. These small gestures are a great free way to support this mayhem, and if you find some footage we should be fondling, email us at footageforeplay@gmail.com. Check back every Tuesday and Thursday for new episodes, and remember, don't skip the foreplay.